Well, good evening, Grizzly fans, and welcome back from the holiday break. Hope everyone had a great holiday season. Grizzlies are coming off a little bit of a break since our last duel at Milford. Um, we had the bit of a break over the weekend from the holidays, and then had probably the toughest tournament in New England besides the New England Championships, and that's the Lowell Holiday Tournament, Thursday and Friday. So our varsity team coming off a pretty good stretch there on Thursday and Friday, coming back-to-back in a really grueling tournament, the Lowell Holidays. Again, a lot of people call it the Midlands of New England, and it really is. It's probably the toughest tournament with the exception of the New England Championships at the end of the season. So our duel tonight going to be a little strange. We have Manchester West, who only has one wrestler, and then Spaulding is here as well. So I'm going to kind of wrestle two duels in one. The first weight coming up is going to be 152, and for Manchester West, it's going to be Brian Ribera, and Goffstown Grizzlies are going to be sending out Andrew McCarthy at 152. So we'll see how McCarthy does in a lineup at varsity. Again, another young wrestler at a young team. Grizzlies, again, a young team this year, with the exception of Jack StJean, a senior. Really no seniors that Grizzlies are going to be graduating. So a young team, a lot of freshmen, and a lot of sophomores on this team. Period's underway. About a minute and 40 seconds left to go in the first period. Looks like both wrestlers just feeling each other out. McCarthy's got to go to the side there. Doesn't want to be backing up. Doesn't want to even be pressuring forward. So kind of want to circle around right there. So there's a good job of coming back in the center. Looks like he was going for a high crotch there. Defended well by the West wrestler. So that's not the tie we want to be in, ear to ear. We want to pummel away from that. So McCarthy is doing a good job. Looking for a low leg single there. He's got it. He's bringing in that outside single. He's got to get to the outside there. He's got to get to the outside, get a circle to that outside. Doesn't want to just stall there. He wants to get to the outside. And it looks like, well, the West wrestler almost looked like he spun behind, but didn't. So McCarthy's got to keep facing him. Wants to get up to his feet. Circle, and then get up to your feet. He doesn't want to hang out there. He doesn't want to hang out with his head down on the mat. So all that, no change. 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Nice shot by McCarthy. Went for the low leg single. He's got to get to the outside, though, on that. Can't hang out just on the mat there. Got to get to the outside. And I think if he did that, if he went to the outside a little bit quicker, he would have had that takedown. 15 seconds left to go in the first period, 0-0. Fake shot from Ribera. He's got to watch out for the ties. Looked like the West kid was looking for a headlock, and that's exactly what we don't want to have happen. West had choice there. He deferred over to McCarthy. McCarthy's going to choose down to start the second period. You can hear the coaches in the quartering telling McCarthy to go right off the whistle. It's important to get that first jump on your opponent. So we're going to have a caution on top. Looks like his hand wasn't on the belly button. And McCarthy did a really good job going right off the whistle. Looks like he's got his arm trapped there. He's got to fight for hand control. Grizzlies this season, I think, of any position that we've lacked in its bottom. And I know the coaching staff is working hard to get the wrestlers on bottom. Nice job getting out there. McCarthy doing a nice job getting an escape. Just haven't been moving on bottom, haven't been hand fighting. It's really important to hand fight on bottom, getting hand control. We've kind of just been hanging out on bottom and letting the top opponent kind of work us, and that's exactly what you don't want to have happen. But McCarthy did a really good job of hand fighting there, getting his hand free, and then getting out and getting his escape. 1-0 with a minute and 10 seconds left to go in the second period. And right there is what we want is a reshot. We want that reshot. We were already there. We were underneath our opponent. All he had to do was shoot in. And McCarthy's going to get a stall call on him for backing out. Again, we don't want to back out. We also don't want to pressure in real hard to our opponent. We want to be circling. Nice level change there from McCarthy. Now he's got to pull that in. He's got a knee skate. Pull that in. He's got to keep facing him now. Looks like, oh, nice job getting for that ankle. He's got to pull that in and get to it. Could also transfer over to a double here, but he's got to pull that leg in, and he's got to circle to it. Still no 2 here. McCarthy's got it underneath there, and that's going to be 2. He's going to be down 2-1. Just over 30 seconds left to go in the second period. This is going to be the only match for West tonight. They only have 1 wrestler, so this is their only match. And then we have a locking hands call. Nope, he looks like the ref waved it off. It looked like rocking hands from where I was, but he waved it off. It looked like locking hands again there. But he must be seeing something I'm not. Important to get 1 here. Important to get 1. He's got to pop his head out. Nice job of reaching for the head there. He's going to run out of time. But a really nice job of reaching for the head there and in that position. He was going to be in really good position. Unfortunately, just ran out of time. West's choice, since they deferred in the second, their choice in the third. Ribera's going to choose down. McCarthy's going to start in the top position. This match might come down to a takedown. Ribera did a good job of getting right off the whistle. Looked like he hit a switch there, right off the whistle, and he's going to get an escape. Again, 1's better than 2 there. We don't want to give up a reversal. Again, a nice job of level changing by McCarthy, but he's just getting in and stopping. Nice job attacking that elbow. Yeah, McCarthy's, Ribera actually from West is doing a good job of controlling McCarthy's head. Looks like he's got a cradle locked up, which is going to give him 2. And now he's going to get some near fall points. And he's going to pick up the fall for Manchester West. Saw a lot of good things out of McCarthy. Unfortunately, couldn't finish shots. So that's something he's going to need to work on. And that's going to give West the win at 152. So we're going to see a couple of forfeits for the Grizzlies coming up, just so they can win this duel to go on to Spaulding. So it looks like they're going to send out Esteban Cabello and Gibson to take out some forfeits here, and that's going to win the duel for the Grizzlies. And then we're going to go immediately right into the Spaulding duel, Goffstown versus Spaulding. So again, Manchester West only one wrestler. They happened to pin at that weight, so Goffstown had to send out 2 wrestlers to win that duel, 12-6. That duel is officially over, so now we're going right into the Goffstown Grizzly Spaulding Raider duel. And it looks like the first weight on this duel is going to be 132, so Spaulding doesn't have a 6, they don't have a 13, so their first weight is going to be 32, and we're going to see the captain, senior Jack StJean, take on Travis Brown from Spaulding. So kind of a little bit of a tough start to the season with Winnicott, with Keene. We had a couple of tournaments, and then the Lowell Holiday. So tonight's duel, a little bit of rest since Spaulding and West don't have a lot of athletes. And then this weekend only a try. So a little bit of a break, and I think a needed break because January is a tough wrestling month. So nice job getting behind for Jack StJean, and he's picking up the 2-point takedown right off the bat. Only 15 seconds into the first period. And Jack had a really good Lowell tournament. Won all his matches on Thursday. He was set right into the quarterfinals on Friday. Unfortunately, just couldn't make the weight on Friday. You have to weigh in both days at Lowell. So Lowell's a 2-day tournament. You have to weigh in the first day, and then it's a long day. We didn't get out of that tournament until about 10:30 at night. We got there at about 7 in the morning. So that's a long day for the wrestlers. Again, they have to obviously replenish, and was just too much. So Jack unfortunately couldn't make weight on Friday. Was set to wrestle his quarterfinal match. Was in really good position. So was unfortunate that he couldn't make weight. But showed really good kind of dominance at 126. So that's hopefully where Jack wants to be come States, and hopefully if everything goes right, come New England's. Jack's looking for a little tilt here. Can't get to it. He's got good hand control here. He's just going to work on some bars, maybe get some tilts here. Travis Brown doing a really good job of just basing down and fighting off that tilt. Obviously, StJean known for his cradles. He's going to let him up here. And that's going to be 4-2 in favor of Jack StJean. So Jack doing a good job of keeping his levels there. He's going to pick up, almost picked up another takedown at the end there. 4-2 going into the second period. And that's going to be Jack's choice. He's going to defer. And Travis Brown is going to choose neutral. So it'll be StJean's choice in the third. So let's see what StJean could do on his feet here. Looks like Travis Brown's going for a little outside single. Jack StJean got a nice whizzer in. He's going to collect his 2. It's going to give us a score of 6-2. That's not what you want to do. You don't want on the bottom. You don't want to be reaching back, and Travis Brown was kind of reaching back there. That's exactly what you don't want to do. But he's doing a good job of kind of just keeping his hand control in. You can hear his coaches in the corner just looking for wrist control and hand control. Looks like he's got some really good strength in his upper body, so StJean's having a hard time of working him, getting his turns in. Can't really tell from here. Looks like he might be running a cross-wrist series. Might be looking for a ball and chain here. Yeah, he's reaching through, trying to get that ball and chain. You can see him cycling through his tilts. So he's going to get a tilt here, but nope, doesn't get a 2 count. Need at least a 2 count to get some near fall points. 45 seconds left to go in the second period. StJean up 6-2. Looks like he's going to have that tilt. And again, just a 1 count. Travis Brown doing a really good job of fighting that off. Still no, but he transferred over nicely to a half Nelson. So that was a nice job over there, catching that half Nelson there. And this looks pretty deep. So let's see if StJean can finish with just over 15 seconds left to go. He's going to, looks like he's got a cat's paw there. He's going to come out to the front, transfer over. Again, Travis Brown doing a really good job of fighting off. He's going to take the 9-2 lead going into the third period. It's going to be StJean's choice. He's going to run out of time here. StJean's going to choose neutral, so both wrestlers choose a neutral on their choice. 9-2. Travis Brown looking for a cradle. Jumping to that outside leg. And he's going to get 2 points there. Nice job going for that cradle there up on top and transferring over to that outside single. So real nice job. StJean looking for one and escape here. Looks like Brown's really on that ankle. He's got a little bit of a whizzer in as Jack StJean. He's going to go up top. Collect his 2 there for a reversal. It's going to give us an 11-4 score with just over a minute left to go in the third period. He's going to collect some tilt points here. He's going to get the 5 count. It's going to be 14-4. Need to be up by 15 for a tech. He's going to walk over the head here. Nice job walking over that head. Trying to reload. Might just be going for a tech here. He's got 17-4, so one more turn, and that's going to do it. He's up 13 at this point, so another turn will tech him. So if he turns him again, he's going to have to stick him and pin him, or just be happy with the tech fall. Still working for hand control. Travis Brown doing a good job of working for hand control, too. Been fighting hard off his back really all match. He's doing a really good job of getting back to his base, and that's going to be the tech for Jack StJean. So nice job for Travis Brown, though. Showed a lot of fight that match. And a tough opponent with Jack StJean, one of the best wrestlers in the state. So nice job for Travis Brown. Had a really good showing there. Next, we're going to see at 152, it looks like Spaulding is sending out Albert Small, and the Grizzlies are going to be sending out Emilio Barrier. Again, coming off a tough Lowell Holiday tournament, had a lot of good competition there. So at this point in the season, we want to see the wrestlers progressing. The start of the season a little bit slow. Nice job getting in on that single. Might want to finish off with a dump. Finishes off with a double. Has the half right there if he reaches up. Just a little bit slow there. You got to be looking for that half. He's got the half in now, but he's got that 2 count. But as that opponent was going over, he had that half sunk in. He's got it in pretty deep now. Wants to elevate. He's got a Turk in. You can see his leg going through the opponent's leg. That's what's called a Turk. And what you want to do is elevate it. So you want to kind of put your leg almost to the ceiling. And he's finishing off there. He's got a little headlock finishing off. And he's going to collect the pin for Goffstown. So at this point in the season, those are the finishes you want to see from athletes like Emilio Barrier. You'd like to see him hit that half a little bit quicker than he did, because he'd had a really nice shot, transferred over to a double, and swam up, but just swam up a little bit too late. That should be instinctual now in this part of the season. As we get to 170, skipping 160, we're going to see David Gibson. Again, having a really good season as Gibson. Nice ankle pick there. Really nice level change to ankle pick. So nice job with Gibson there. Kind of a textbook ankle pick, just kind of changes levels. You know, when your opponent doesn't change level, that ankle's right there for you. So it was a really nice ankle pick. And if you hit it nice, keep that leg, opponent's going to go right to their back. So he's already picked up a couple near fall points. He's going to pick up a couple more here. Boom, and swim up right to the half. Nice job there. Just collecting up near fall points. 8-0 with over a minute left to go in the first period. That's going to be 11-0. So he picked up 11 points in just a minute. He's looking for more near fall points. So if you can hear from the corner, the Spaulding coaches are looking for their wrestler to kind of get out of bounds, escape that pin. Just couldn't do it. And Gibson's got a pretty deep half in here, and I think he's going to finish and does. So coming off a tough tournament like Lowell's, it's nice to have kind of just an easy duel tonight. Saturday, just a try for them, and then really the schedule's going to pick up. Our next home duel is going to be against Wyndham, arguably one of the best teams in the state. So that's going to be a really important duel. And then in a couple weeks, we have the Timberlane tournament. So that's another tough tournament, one of the toughest in New Hampshire. And then Cap City, and then that's bringing us right in through to February. So January is a grueling month, so it's nice to have just a little bit of a lull, but then they have to start picking it up. Nice double from Charlie Keith there. Nice double, nice finish from Charlie Keith. Goes right to a one-on-one and a half. Gets a little bit, his height a little bit extended, but does a good job of correcting that. And he's going to pick up the fall here at 182. And that's going to conclude tonight's duel. It was a quick one. Manchester West only with one opponent, and Spaulding with only 4. So in that quick little time there, Goffstown is going to pick up 2 wins. They're going to pick up a win against Manchester West and they're going to pick up a win against Spaulding. So that's going to bring us up until a try this weekend, and I think it's at Bishop Girton on Saturday. We're going to have a couple duels, and then a week from today is going to be a big duel, and that's going to be against Wyndham. So that's going to be a really big one. So we hope to see you guys next week. So again, Grizzlies picking up 2 wins going into this weekend. And until next time, again, next Wednesday will be against Wyndham. Thanks for tuning in.